So the New York Jets yesterday released David Harris, who for the last 10 years has been one of their, if not their best, most consistent and reliable defensive player. And they let go of Eric Decker, who didn't play last year. So let me start with David Harris.
Well, they haven't let go of Eric Decker yet. They'll either trade him or they'll let him go. Yes.
So he's not a Jet anymore. We know that.
Right.
Let me start just before I get to each guy specifically. The general overview of this. I get it. I don't even disagree with the concept of cutting, salary cap room and space, etc. The problem, though, is that you're shedding space, and it's going to have no positive impact on you next year when you're going to go out and, in theory, spend a lot of money in free agency, maybe get another quarterback and see how it plays out. So getting rid of David Harris, who was set to make a non-guaranteed $6.5 million this year, a guy that's money good for 95-plus tackles every single year, a guy that in his 10-year career has missed 4 games, 5 games, whatever it is, right? Reliable, good player, 10-year veteran for your team. Getting rid of him now to save money now does nothing positive for the New York Jets. It doesn't help them for next year at all. And what bothers me about it, not so much that they cut David Harris, it's the fact and the manner in which they did it.
Oh, stop.
Let David Harris go 2 months ago.
I don't know what the reason why they let him go today or yesterday. I'm not sure about the timing, the whole thing. But you got to get over this, and fans got to get over it. Look, we all been through it. This is a business. And, Mike McCagnon, to me, it seems like he's getting rid of good guys. And what I mean by good guys, I mean good guys in the locker room, but not overly emotional guys.
Right.
Not guys that are Ray Lewis type guys. These are good guys, and who may be pretty comfortable with their surroundings and all this other stuff. And it looks kind of like McCagnon is trying to ramp it up now and start putting guys on notice. And, getting rid of Calvin Pryor, getting rid of, it just wasn't, last year was not good enough.
Right.
It was not good enough.
And this year's going to be worse.
And we're going to get rid of the remnants of last year, and we're going to start to rebuild this team. And the amazing thing about this, as you read all the different articles, whether from Cimini to everybody else in between, is that it doesn't seem as if Todd Bowles has got any say in any of this. I mean, this is all Mike McCagnon.
The theory would be why would Todd Bowles not want David Harris back? Of course he wants him back. He knows him. He knows how he plays. He's reliable.
Right.
And what's the answer for David Harris?
This is this weird setup that the Jets have. I agree. And I have to imagine that, and Mike McCagnon, you and I have spoken to him
mind that part
a number of times, that both of these guys do confer with each other. But I don't know. Listening to what Todd Bowles was saying and then watching what is happening doesn't seem to be meshing together the way that you would like it to mesh together. But
Todd.
But then again, Todd is in a tough spot because he's the face of the franchise. He's the guy that every day is going to be grilled by the reporters, and they are grilling him. And his answers lead you to believe that it sounds like he's frustrated.
Yeah, it's almost, and then you get some of the stock cliched answers, which he has no choice but to give. Obviously, I'm in on the discussions. We all on the same.
All right, but I'm just telling you right now, it sounds like Mike McCagnon is not screwing around anymore.
No, but by the way,
you know what? I came here.
That I like.
Well, I mean, he came here as a novice, and he's been learning on the job. And I almost feel like this is like kind of Patriot-esque, kind of like out of the blue. Big name guys are going.
But what they are doing is, listen, it ain't like they've been so good for the last 2 years where you can't blame them for wanting to shut it down, break it down, and rebuild the damn thing. That's what they're doing. My point is, there's no benefit to the New York Jets for next year by cutting David Harris yesterday. None whatsoever.